Yo, what's up, YouTube? This your girl, Love the League, and we is here with a reaction video. As you guys see by the title, MiLaysia Fulwiley is in the transfer portal. What? No way MiLaysia is in the transfer portal. I did not expect for her to even be thinking of going to another school. I didn't even think about that, like MiLaysia would even think about leaving Don Staley. You feel me? But I guess she's in. I don't know. I want to hear from MiLaysia Fulwiley. I want to hear from Miss Fulwiley. Let us know what's going on. I need to hear from her mouth. Or I need to see committed to this and that. I need to see something, you feel me? But looks like this has been a buzz, the hot topic. But before we get into this, let's go ahead and run that intro, bro.
Would you mind if I spend some racks on you? Would you mind if I spend some racks on you? Big body black truck just to get some food. Promise that I'm saying you don't really wanna lose.
So, MiLaysia hit the transfer portal. She is thinking about moving away from South Carolina to another program. So we don't know if she's really gonna move on or if she just gonna stay. So we just gonna sit tight and see how everything plays out. But with that being said, hey, if you are new, welcome to my channel. I am a sports reaction channel and a pop the balloon reaction channel. So if you guys are into any other content, subscribe to the channel. We is such a vibe over here. But like I said, MiLaysia Fulwiley will enter. This say MiLaysia will enter. It ain't say MiLaysia Fulwiley entered. But I don't know what's going to happen. This is such shocking news. This is big news because for Miss MiLaysia Fulwiley is a big player. She's an awesome player. So anybody would love to have her on their team, but I don't know what's going to happen. This is crazy. It's been people saying, hey, we just finna get into it, man. Let's get into this reaction. We is about to watch Women Be Ballin'. Is this horrible or a great decision from MiLaysia? I really don't. It's like, why would you leave when she was doing good for South Carolina? I mean, she was doing good, but she had little things to work on. But, I mean, South Carolina is a winning team. So, do she want to leave a winning team to go to, I don't know, but let's see what she got to say.
A lot of y'all got what y'all wanted. Even though a lot of couch coaches been saying she should, I'm very shocked to see this. The article said that there was some concern that this would happen after MiLaysia committed to South Carolina. But the same person that broke the news also wrote an article last week about the possibility of MiLaysia coming to South Carolina. She talked to Raven and Fulwiley, and Fulwiley said, I would love that. If we have that here, I think that might be another undefeated season. So what changed?
See, we may never know. Yeah, what happened?
But what we do know is Don Staley retweeted Bree Hall dad earlier, and Coach Don basically said, Bree Hall.
What Bree Hall said, Coach, we thank you so much for pouring into Breezy and giving her the opportunity to play there. We are forever grateful. Oh, that's Bree Hall dad. Mr. Hall, you and Sean have been parents who get it. Thank you for having the strong balance of supporting Breezy and seeing the dynamics of our team. Everyone
have been parents who get it. Thank you for having a strong balance of supporting Breezy and seeing the dynamics of our team. Everyone won. She might have threw a shot in there. We didn't even know at the time. It's crazy. Everybody want what they don't have. MiLaysia want to be on a team where she can do her thing and she can score 30 points, play 30 minutes a game. She want a team where she can run the show. And MiLaysia was on a team where she ran the show. And now she's on South Carolina because she want a team where she can win. A team that puts fans in the seats. A team where she has the opportunity to truly grow. I really like this tweet, and I like it a lot because I agree with it. I could not get on TikTok, even right now, without seeing a Malaysia need to transfer video.
It say no lie, pressure from outsiders and social media will indeed make people make bad decisions. Not saying she didn't have the right to transfer or do whatever by peer pressure is a real thing. South Carolina was great for her. Had they not lost the natty, she wouldn't have left. I think she wouldn't have left either, but I don't know why was she. I don't know what's going on, but MiLaysia hitting the transfer portal seems kind of like she's on a winning team. She was doing pretty good. She just had, Don Stanley let her do her thing. Like, she was a great bench player to come out and score for the team. I feel like next year she would have started because they are losing. Who they losing? Pow Pow is leaving. Sanaya Fagan is leaving, even though that's post. And who else? Raven, she's staying, but she's a point guard. For Wally, it's not a point. Who's staying? Who's leaving? Bree Hall, Breezy, she's leaving. So that'll be Raven for the starters. That'll be Raven, the new girl that just transferred to Naya, and I think she's like a forward or something. So that's a point guard. Tanaya, she could be one of the shooting guards. I don't know what position she played for Florida State, but she could be like a replacement for Breezy Hall. So we need a replacement for Pow Pow. That either could have been Tessa or Fulwiley. One of them would have started, and I think it would have probably been Fulwiley, bro. Then you got Joyce Edwards, and we need one more for the post. So they would have been Raven, Joyce Edwards, the new girl, Latson, Fulwiley, and Ashley Watkins. That would have been your starting five right there. So I don't know what's going on. So we'll see. We'll see.
Might have been a lot of pressure on her. It just doesn't seem smart considering she just did this article where she talks about how much more she needs to grow. I truly
Right.
believe she was with the perfect coach in Don Staley. Let's listen to a coach that's been watching her play since she was a little girl.
I've watched MiLaysia play since she was in seventh grade. Dawn is the best thing to have ever happened to that child, aside from just the fact that she loves the game. I watched her play in seventh grade before people knew who she was, when Dawn offered her the first time. And MiLaysia had to play in order for Keenan High School to win the state championships that it won. Without her, and everybody
They
knew her
would have
role,
lost.
without her, they could not win. It was lay or bust, right? So Dawn has 6 years of high school varsity bad habits to break. Nobody knew really about this. All people saw as couch coaches were the highlight reels. Nobody was a coach watching a full game tape. Lay was one of the
They
most
were just watching
inefficient,
highlight reels.
like super stud basketball players that I have seen. She was so ooh and ah and wow, but she could not defend. She didn't really play team ball. It was very flashy. She didn't have to, though, because you're
And
playing.
that's what South Carolina is, a team ball. For Wiley, she more like a street ball player. You feel me? A ISO type of player. And that's what, with Dunn try to give her the fundamentals of playing team ball, So, I mean,
Unfortunately, the high school girls basketball in
but
South
still
Carolina
give
for the last
her,
couple of years
she wanted for Wiley to play team ball, but still give her a little freedom to do what she do on the fast breaks. When it's time for a fast break, give it to Fulwiley so she can speed on down the court and get a easy point.
has been a little risky, minus a couple players. So Lay didn't have to do certain things. She could just go win, and it worked. But see, now she's in a space where she has to learn how to win on a bigger level. And the
Okay.
reality is that when people come to play for Dawn Staley, they are informed. She is not selling anybody a dream. She is telling you how to get to the dreams that you claim you have. And either you stay or you go. It seems that most people are staying. And the reality is that there's not a single player on her team or on her roster, nor has there been, in my mind, who is uninformed. The difference is that we are the ones who are uninformed. And the reality is, it's none of our business. We are not their family. We are not their parents. We are not their.
And what I was about to say, and like, yeah, I think she should just stay at South Carolina. South Carolina, perfect fit for her. But after that UConn game in the Natty, people were saying, "Oh my God, Dawn Staley holding her back. She's holding her back. She need to transfer somewhere else. Oh my God, transfer Fulwiley need to transfer. Dawn holding her back," and that probably got to her. And so I guess she's considered of the transfer portal. And now since this is big news that Fulwiley might be leaving South Carolina, now people is shocked like, oh my God, no, why she leaving? Like, nah, that's a bad move. Don't leave. When people were saying, oh my God, she need to transfer. Now when she in there, no, don't go nowhere. So people just don't know. They need to make up their mind. I think she should stay at South Carolina. That's what I think. Let me know in the comments what you think MiLaysia need to do. Do she need to stay in South Carolina or do she need to leave? But what team would she go to if she would leave? What team you think she would be a good match for? Cause her style of play, I don't know. I honestly don't know. People were saying Tennessee, but Tennessee coach, how she sub in and sub out her players is crazy. I don't like how she do her team, her roster or her team or whatever. If she goes to Tennessee, she definitely want to get enough playing time. How Tennessee sub in and sub out all her five. Like, that's a crazy. Notre Dame with Hannah Hidalgo. You think she'll go to not a SEC team? I think she'll be too good to not be in a SEC team. Like, if she go to Notre Dame and Hannah Hidalgo and Fulwiley have the same type of playing styles. Like Hannah, fast break, do her little trick passes and drive to the basket. Similar as Fulwiley, so both of them have the similar playing styles as like a freestyle type of play. I don't know if that would work. LSU might be a good fit with Kim Mulkey, because Fly J do what she do. She rap and she still play basketball. And when she on the court, she, similar to Fulwiley just a tad bit. But Fly J plays team ball though. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think.
Close circles, most of us.
I don't know
So
who
it's
would
none of
be a
our
good
business.
fit.
Dawn is why I still have hope in the game of basketball, because what a lot of people want Lay to do is why the high school game has turned to trash. And it's one of the reasons why coaching high school has become so discouraging. Everybody wants to get theirs right then. Or just played for the 5A state boys championship basketball game. Lay could have started on that team and could have dragged everybody she was playing with and against. And she still would not be an inefficient player and be successful beyond that.
After listening to that coach who personally knew her, after reading this article, and after hearing MiLaysia herself say she was excited for the possibility of Tanaya joining the team, I just don't understand why she's in the portal.
Right. I don't understand why she's in the portal either. In my heart, I just knew MiLaysia ain't finna even think about going to no portal. Her girlfriend in South Carolina, like, she ain't finna leave. Dawn Staley and Raven and the chemistry she made with her teammates, she ain't leaving. But let me know what you guys think. This really, really is a crazy move. If she if she like the reason of her leaving, like if she want more playing time, I feel like she was going to get that more playing time next year. If she leaving based off winning, she's with the team that wins. So I'm not sure why she's in there. Maybe maybe she was like, oh my God, they want me to leave. They want me to leave South Carolina. So she just, you feel me? I'm finna act like I'm going to the portal, but I'm gonna stay with South Carolina. I'm finna act like and just get the internet riled up. I'm gonna get y'all riled up and see how y'all feel if I really get in the portal, but she gonna stay. That'd be crazy if she really did that. Like, but this is big news. Let me know what you guys think. Is MiLaysia going to stay or is she going to go? I think she's probably going to explore her options because she is from South Carolina. She probably want to get out of South Carolina. But she probably want to explore, look at other programs, see what they offer, and they probably think like, you know what? I think I'm going to stay with Don. Don, I think I'm going to stay with you, and that's up to Don if Don want to bring her back, which I feel like Don has a soft spot for a while and be like, you know what? That's what I thought. Come on back here. Miss Fulwiley, come on back home. But, other teams, I don't know. UConns, they play well organized basketball, like team organized ball. And I don't know. Ole Miss might be a good fit. I don't know. But I just don't see her in another uniform than South Carolina. That's just me. Wherever she go, I'ma still watch. We just gotta see, man. She's a great player. Great player. Great, awesome player. But let's see what these comments say. Somebody got in her ear. That's all that really makes sense is that the comments got in her ear. Somebody got in her ear. But even though she is in the portal, she may still discover it all at least in 5 minutes. This earned a follower. I mentioned what this coach said. Basketball is a team sport, and Fulwiley is definitely an ISO street ball type of player, which is amazing to watch because those are definitely highlight reels. But, I feel like Dawn Staley was definitely working on her skills, working on her team ball, working on, her shots. Because some shots she be doing ISO and driving to the ball and it just don't go in. It's like, dang, Fulwiley. But let me know what you guys think of this. I hope she stays at South Carolina. I don't see no other team. Probably LSU or Ole Miss or I don't see USC. Nah, not USC. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Until then, peace.
No, for real.